I didn't expect to make this video, or more, I was heavily debating on it, because this does need to be discussed, but I was debating on whether to do it standalone for itself or in the NieR Replicant streams. But this topic can apply to more than just NieR Replicant. It can apply to any remake of any game that could ever come out, and what we deem as a trailer or just outright spoilers for the audience. By the way, this video is not me giving Square Enix or any other company flack for how this was handled. It's a really awkward spot to be in when it comes to advertising, because technically the game came out years ago, so all of the information on it exists online. But to me, the company should still be aware of that and not guide people to actively look into it so they don't experience it blind. Especially with a series like NieR that has gotten a jump start with Automata, so now a lot of the people who saw Replicant's trailer have not played the original game, so it is spoilers, heavy spoilers, for late game stuff that shouldn't be in a trailer in my opinion. It's weird as well, because if this was a completely new game that had no reviews, no anything on the internet, then all of the stuff they showed would be fine because we wouldn't be able to find the context unless, you know, you got some illegal leaks or someone broke disclosure agreements. Either way, this wouldn't be a problem. The reason I take issue with it is the information's online about this game, and some of the stuff was just unnecessary to involve in the trailer. Like with how they introduced Devil and Poplar, I expected it to be in the library or, you know, before anything hits the fan. Not one of the most impactful scenes in the entire game. It's funny because that's one of the things I clamoured for. I really wanted to see them, but also I really wanted to hear Song of the Ancients. And guess which version they played within the trailer? Fate, which is during one of the endgame things that I don't want to specify on. Please, if you watch this, don't double check any of the information I'm talking about, because it'll ruin your experience unless you really don't care about spoilers or unless you already know the story. You will be able to find that information or know that information and know what I'm talking about. And it also applies to their most recent post on social media that spoils something. And it's an image of a meal. I'm not going to say anything about the image, I'm just gonna leave it on screen and you guys can see what's up with it and comment about it, because there's definitely something wrong here that anyone who knows the story or looks into the story will understand. If not, don't. Please, just do yourselves a favour. It's funny because in a way I'm being more careful in this video about spoilers than the trailers are to the audience. I have a lot more respect, it feels like, than the promotion team does for people and their first experiences. I do not want you guys to go into this knowing anything if you don't already. And I feel really awkward because I really love Square Enix as a company. They have given me most of my childhood through games, and that I'll always be grateful for. It's just, this is not a good way to handle it. And it's funny because we know that they don't actively have this issue at all, because hey, look at the lovely The World Ends With You NieR trailer where we understand barely f***ing anything, so it's not an issue. But because we can look up the information on this game, it's a massive problem. This is an unscripted borderline rant, and I'm sorry. It's just, I feel like I had to at least get this out there, and I'll probably mention it during the streams of NieR Replicant as well, because I probably won't be able to shut up about it when it actually happens, even though I'll be really indulging in the game, and I'll love it, I know I will. Just if anything constructive and positive can come from this conversation, then I feel it's a conversation worth having. Full disclaimer here, I have no background in marketing, but I understand how promotion works, at the very least, and advertising. And I know especially how it seems to happen for games, because here's the thing, what have I thrown a lot of money at? Games. What do I personally enjoy? Games. How do I relieve a lot of my bloody stress and anxiety? Games! I also had a family member who owned a business, and I also have seen how businesses and advertising works through my studies. I know that's not the same as having actual experience in the field, but at least I'm not talking completely out of my backside here. I have some rough idea, and I feel like that's better than nothing, and I feel like it doesn't discount my opinion on it. And it's funny because I really do feel for them, because the company's got to advertise a game that isn't matching up to what the new fans want from it because they think it's a sequel when it's really bloody not, and it's actually a prequel that doesn't have any of the characters they know from Automat in it. We've already seen the comments of, where is 2B, where is 9S, why didn't they appear in the trailer, are they gonna be in the game? You wanna know the answer to all those damn questions? No, because it's a prequel. There, done. Unfortunately though, that's not gonna be how other people see it. They're gonna get very upset, and they're also going to judge the game's story because, hey, they want 2B's butt on the screen. They don't care that much about the plot, despite this story is actually a lot better than Automata's. I said it, I'm sorry. And now that I've looked back and seen that rant while editing, I'm sorry. Now, I get back onto the topic after a bit of editing out of additional rant. Hopefully you guys don't blame me too much, but I got very heated, and most of this was unedited audio of me just getting very angry at a microphone. A trailer's meant to whet someone's appetite for the product that's being, pushed to you. They're trying to push you to get it. And a company will always need promotional material, because even if you have that massive following and there's a huge fan base behind the product, you still need them to at least know it exists. If they don't know it exists, they can't bloody buy it, and if they don't bloody buy it, there's no interest in the actual statistics for the company, so they have no reason to produce it. Because hey, why would we throw money at a brick wall when we're not getting anything back? And it's not like a business can do it purely for the sake because they love it. They have to make money. They have to make the ends meet somehow. So if they don't make money off of their product, then there's no reason to make it at all. Ever. Just the main thing I want out of this is for companies to acknowledge that when it comes to remakes, they have to be more courteous towards the people who really don't know about the game's history. Not all of the boss fights and impactful moments have to be in a trailer, and we know that normally that doesn't happen anyway. They normally don't do that. They didn't do it with NieR 2.2. It's not like we know how the game's going to end or who the final boss is. And if we do, there's no context online, so if we search it, we're not going to get anything. We'll just get people's fanfics and theories. Well, Skyward Sword Remake's trailer didn't show anything really, none of the stuff from Endgame, not that I could see, unless I'm misremembering something. They did a really good job at keeping things quite tame. But with NieR Replicant, that definitely isn't the case with its marketing, and it kind of bugs me because all I want is for people to be brought into this game, to love it, and then be like, okay, we don't need 2B or, the other characters from Automat for the series to be good. And then with gaming as a whole, I want it so we can indulge in going through an experience, no matter whether the game is new, completely brand new, or old and brought back to the limelight. Let people who are blind be blind and enjoy it. We don't need the companies making a point of the twists and turns in their experience because we've already got people online who'll put it randomly on forums and stuff to ruin each other's experiences in the first place doing that. The company should be actively endorsing that, hey, look at this is what it showcases, but you know those bits that you might really enjoy and might really make your day when you're playing? We'll keep those completely out so you guys can see them when they happen when you're playing, and you can go sparkly-eyed over the moment and enjoy it that way. We don't need to show you everything, and we don't need to tell you everything. You can just experience it when it comes. But we do want you to pay attention to the idea that, hey, this is what the game has to show, you should definitely get it. And hopefully you all understand that's the core reason I'm getting quite aggressive about this, honestly. I'm probably going to have to go back and get rid of some of this, because yeah, my mouth got very foul for a section of this, but it's it's important, and I feel like it could make or break someone's day if some of this stuff just doesn't hit as hard as it could. Some of this stuff in the trailers shouldn't be in the trailers, because if you saw it with no idea it was gonna happen, it hits 10 times harder than you seeing a glimmer and being like, oh, I've got to wait till the game comes out to see that now. And when I do, oh, will my idea be right? Will it be wrong? To me, we shouldn't be able to build the conclusions of games based on trailer material and actually get close to what it ends up being. It should be hinted at maybe at most, but you shouldn't be able to define anything out of what we see that could, be the actual ending of the game. And if someone manages to do that and manages to thoroughly grab the ending in their quote-unquote theories, then to me, they've either looked into spoilers, or have been spoiled, or have gotten really, really lucky, or the company's done a really bad job with showing too much. Hopefully you guys don't judge me too much for how aggressive I kind of got during this, and I'm really interested to see what you think. If you watched till the end and didn't get annoyed by me, I'd appreciate if you liked and subscribed, and I'll look forward to your comments. Take care, everyone. And the next time I talk about this will probably be during NieR Replicant's actual stream, because I will be streaming this game, and I know I'm gonna love it, and I know that I have complained a lot, but it means a lot to me, and I am really excited for it.